What's going on, everybody? It's Aidan here once again, and welcome back to some Assetto Corsa. And today it's a very special video because we have the VRC Renault R25 version 0.2 beta, which is a paid beta. You have to make a small donation to VRC, which is $3, $3 US, which in British money is about £2.85. There or thereabouts. I can't remember. I've literally, excuse me, just got home from work and downloaded this because I really wanted to see it, because it is one of my favourite Formula 1 cars of all time. Not as much so as the Williams FW18, but it's up there as one of my favourites. So we've got an all-carbon fibre monocoque, Renault RS25 engine. It has a 6-speed semi-automatic gearbox, which was, I'm guessing, unusual for the time because everybody was making the transition up to 7 gears and later into 8 gears with the new hybrids. It is the mild 7 Renault Formula 1 team, and I think 2005 was the last year where they allowed full tobacco advertising on the cars. We have obviously the mild 7 logos there on the rear wing and on the engine cover and side pods. And at the races where tobacco advertising was not allowed, they had Team Spirit written on there. Giancarlo Fisichella and Fernando Alonso were the two drivers, and this was the car that Alonso won his first world title in. Of the 19 races it entered, it won 8, scored 7 pole positions, and has 3 fastest laps. Isn't Wikipedia awesome? And I'm just looking through the Wikipedia page here, and it says that the R25 was the first Constructors' Championship winning car since 1991 not to have been designed by either Adrian Newey or Rory Byrne. That is staggering. And this is the 2005 entry, I should say, that Renault entered the... I am really struggling to speak on these videos, aren't I? Anyway, it contested the 2005 Formula 1 season, which was the last year that the V10 engines were used, so it was a sad year for everybody. And yes, it was the season where we had that absolutely chaotic United States Grand Prix at Indianapolis with the Michelin tyres blowing up. I think that was the year that Ralf Schumacher broke his spine because he went backwards into a concrete wall at 200 miles an hour. Or was that 2004? I can't remember. And if anybody has watched the British version of Top Gear, they will know that this very car, was driven by Richard Hammond around the Silverstone Stowe circuit, where he had to try and get a Formula 1 car around a track without crashing. And also holds the lap record at the Top Gear test track, unofficially, however, as it is the rules said that it can only be road cars that go on, and as this is not a road car, it really isn't a road car, because if you try driving this on the road, a policeman's going to pull you over and say, oh, excuse me sir, but where are your indicators and where are your headlamps, and I need to see your tax disc. We don't use tax discs anymore. Okay, that joke is completely wasted. Anyhow, I'm going to take this car to a track. I don't know which track I'm going to take it to, but before we do any of that, hay fever season is in full swing. We're just going to have a look around. So this is 0.2 beta. And for a beta, the textures look pretty good. I think that this blue is a bit too light. But, you know, like I said, beta, I'm not going to complain. We're actually looking at Fizzy's car here. But all in all, I mean, how the... Ah, there it is. But even for a beta, the textures do look high quality. Again, like I did with the Ferrari review, I'm zoomed right in and there's not much blur going on. A little bit on this logo here, the Mode logo. The Magneti Morelli logo. Is that Magneti or just Magnet Morelli? Answers on a postcard. But it appears all the details are there. We've got Oz wheels, Michelin tyres, and everything seems to be present and correct. And I will say that you do have the two cars of Alonso and Fisichella in tobacco and non-tobacco liveries. So if you are offended by tobacco advertising, or you want to stay true to the original races, such as Silverstone or Manicourt, as they were racing back then, and was there, yeah, Hockenheim might have been that year. or maybe even the Nürburgring, where they go, no, you can't have tobacco advertising. This is the European Union. We don't allow tobacco advertising. You can race with the Team Spirit colours instead of the Mod 7 colours. So, now that we've had a decent look around the outside, let's go inside the car, now that I know that we can do this. And already we're seeing some really cool details, such as you can see the release pins there for the cockpit surround, and a very simplistic steering wheel compared to the Ferrari I drove the other day, where that had knobs and buttons everywhere, whereas this doesn't seem to have as many. Not as much detail on the seat, but again, I'm not going to complain there because this is in fact a beta. Spinning around, I have the world's worst mouse. You see the textures there. You can see the lens in the camera, so a very high quality model, considering it is a beta. I'm really sorry that I keep repeating myself there. But we have a decent field of view. I know this is going to be different to what we actually get to see when we get into the car. But the fact we can see those two yellow deflectors on the front there, and we can see through the wing mirrors and the garage. So not much to say. You know, I'm expecting more details to come in the future as this gets upgraded. And yeah, let's just get this onto a track and not fanny around and go and have some fun. So I will see you on a random track of my choosing in a moment. Alright, so welcome to Imola. And we're just going to go into the fuel bit here first and just take all this fuel out because silence. We'll hear the engine scream in a moment. Let's see what tyres we can use. So I'm just going to leave it on the softs, just get some temperature into there. Fuel, electronics, traction control. I'm going to put that onto 2 and see where that goes, because that's where I had it when I test drove the Ferrari, which is a video that you can see here. The card will spinning, but flying from the right hand side of the screen. Aero. I'm going to leave that as is for now anyway, because this is first impressions. What you see here is what I'm seeing for the first ever time. So when this car starts moving, this will be the first time I've driven the car. So expect crashes. So we've got our suspension. Well, there's a lot of suspension options there, isn't there? Wow. Engine limiter, brake bias, so on. Brake power. Steer assist. Why would I need steering assist? Are you going to tell me what that's going to do? Brake bias. Alright. Let's get some fuel in this thing, and 20 litres. That should be enough. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, maybe a bit too much. Let's pop the pedals on. Alright, it really does not like that, does it? Let's pull away. So let's not be too heavy on the engine. I've got to remember it's a 6-speed box, so yesterday when I uploaded I used a 8-speed box for the first challenge with Daniel Ricciardo, which you can also see by clicking in the top right hand corner. I should really take it a bit easier to start with. He's about 3/4 power. Oh, steering goes really light at low speed. Ooh, that's some nice reverb going on there. Sounds pretty good. That'll probably be second gear when I'm going at sort of somewhat quick pace. I can't remember the name of that chicane. I always call it the Barrichello chicane. We even had reverb as I went into that bridge. That was pretty cool. Alright, give it the beans. Six forward gears, one reverse. It's going to take some getting used to. I don't know what the hell happened there. Whoa, that's a lot of understeer. And I need to start those curves because they are deadly. And already my fuel lights come on, so 20 litres probably wasn't enough. But it's enough to get an idea of how this car handles. And already I can feel myself fighting more with this car than I did in the Ferrari. The Ferrari was very forgiving. Oh, alright, oh no, I did not like that. Ah, no. Okay, back to the pits. Let's put some more fuel in for a start. 40 litres. I'm going to need some more front wing. By that logic, I'm going to need more rear wing. Suspension. I'm going to soften my anti-roll bar at the front. Because, like I said again in the Ferrari video, I'm not a setup guru. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going to keep guessing. I tend to run with soft anti-roll bars anyway. But looking at the dashboard while we're in the pit lane, we've only got the revs, the gear and the time. We don't have anything else. I wonder if that will be changed at some point. Getting a little bit of slip from the traction control, which is what I like. And already the car's handling a lot better now I've made those adjustments. But as always with a setup adjustment, it's your driving style, how you prefer to drive the car. Now, given the opportunity, I would rather brake once, turn once, and accelerate once. Much like that. I don't think I'm going to get that every single time in this car. Nowhere near as forgiving as the Ferrari. Use that curb to get some turn in. It just feels so fast. Oh. I'm having to fight this. Now, the disadvantage I have here is that I can't tell you how this car should handle. I wish I could, but I can't. 122.0, not bad. the circuit in Assetto Corsa a little bit different. Bloody hell. A little bit different to how it was in 2005. As between the Rivazza and Tamburello is now just one long straight. Well, I say straight, it's got a little bit of a kink, but you know what I mean. I do think that maybe they should take that second chicane out, where Ratzenberger was killed. And then it would be a bit too Monza-ish. Ah, no, I lost the back end. Because I got the traction control on, I can't do a burnout to spin the car around. That's that lap abandoned. But this reverb is going to this bridge. There it is. Steering still very light at low speed. That takes some getting used to. So what would I like to have changed on this? Well, I think the colour maybe needs changing. The physics, they're okay. The thing is, like I said, I can't tell you how this car should behave. Now, I don't know if I've already mentioned this in this video because I've been talking so much, but I work in the motor trade. I work in contract hire and leasing and funding and that kind of thing for vehicles. So I know how an Audi A4 should handle, I know how a Ford Focus should handle, I know how a Range Rover should handle. I wish I knew how a Formula 1 car should handle, but I don't, unfortunately. But for a simpleton like myself, if you watch the video of Richard Hammond driving this very car, well, it wasn't actually this very car because he drove for Fernando's, I'm driving for Sigella's. Because everyone's going to drive Fernando's car, so I thought, yeah, I'll drive Fizzy's. Like when I drove the Ferrari, I drove Rubens, not Michael's, because everyone wants to drive a Schumacher. Everyone wants to pretend that they're Schumacher for an afternoon. Not me. When I grew up, I wanted to be Mika Salo. I'm joking. Oh shit, the bed. I think when it goes super, super light, that's the understeer, that is. Bloody hell. Okay. So, maybe, yeah, let's just go back to the pits. I'm going to put the traction control on its highest setting and see what happens, because a value of 1 is a greater intervention of control. So we've got traction control maxed out. I spun it with traction control on 2. So, let's see if we do get any noticeable change. And then what I'll do the external shots. I'm gonna crank the sounds up for the external shots because I get the feeling it's gonna sound great. I'll have to write down what the sound settings were because I've got to get it right. For the next video I record. This microphone isn't the best. But it lights up blue, so I'm not complaining. But I reckon this car suits Fernando to the ground. That is because my driving style compared to Fernando's is rather different. Fernando, I think there's a video of Martin Brundle demonstrating how they drive. Bollocks. Whereas Fernando, something like he brakes mid-corner to get the turn in. What the hell am I doing? Whereas someone like Hamilton wrestles through a corner. Whereas someone like Jenson Button or Damon Hill were very smooth. I'm more Jensen Button, Damon Hill. You know, I can't do all this business. Love that reverb. Alright, let's see what happens here. Full traction control into Tamburello. Stay off the curbs, you knob. Still wants to spin the rear tyres out. Okay, that might need to be something that gets changed. Is that maybe need to have a bit more power on the traction control. I think the brakes are okay. But again, I'd rather them sort the physics first than the issue of the colour. I'm probably wrong about the colour. I'll have to get a picture for reference later on. Oh, bloody hell. And he's locked the brakes. But I can't wait to hear the external sounds. Let's go! Hopefully this will be a good lap and then I can use it for the externals. Reverb! That's what I like about Assetto Corsa, is that reverb effect. Bit of understeering to Tamburello. Oh shit. Very happy with this car. Like I said, it's not anywhere near as forgiving as the Ferrari. But it's drivable for a 0.1 beta. And again, I'm sorry if I've forgotten, but this is 0.1, not 0.2, as I said several times in the showroom view. I'm doing terrible here. Let's try and get it right into the revatsas. Close enough. Curbs here are deadly. Force feedback feels great. A little bit of a lock up into Tozer. Might peak the engine a little bit there. I don't drive to whatever light is on my dashboard, I drive to the engine note. Maybe that's the musician in me. Once again, the car tries to punish me. Maybe I should stay off the curbs. But through the two revatsas, it feels great. But now the car's warmed up, I'm starting to feel like I am part of the car. As he goes and puts too much revage on the engine. And yes, revage is a word, I've decided. Whoa. Ah, I ran out of talent. Anyway, I think I might have to call it there, because I've got stuff I need to do and places I need to be. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. So, yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, and if you really enjoyed it, please give it a subscribe. Sorry, please give me a subscribe, so you can be notified of future videos. So until next time, everybody, I've been Adam Award, and I will see you very, very soon. So, oh shit. So, cheerio for now.